Hello guys, welcome you all to Sunya IAS. Welcome back to Top 50 Rapid Current Affairs of each month. The high-yielding topics of each month. Exam is at the onset and happy Holi to all of you. Post this festival, you have to get into the grooves of preparing this examination. 20 days extra mileage that you got, utilize that timing very much optimally. The most important topics all along aligned with the PYQs that had been asked by the UPSC and the current affairs, which is the bread and butter of this examination. You have to get very precise understanding of the topics, including their context, including the peripheral topics, including their interlinkages with the static topics. That will help you ace in this examination of UPSC CSE Prelims 2024. How this program has been designed, you all know. Each topic's high-yielding topics will be covered 1 to 5 of each month, 11 to 15 one month, and 21st to 25 the next month. This month we had been covering how this had been divided. Economic development, first day we discussed 21st March or 11th March or 1st March. 22nd March, polity, governance and international relations. 23rd March, environment and ecology. 24th March, science and technology. 25th March, reports, indices, defense, art and culture, miscellaneous topics, certain places in the news. We cover that. So let's start. Before that, the announcement. On 19th March, our first batch of current affairs crash course started. Those who want to join the second batch, it will be live from the 1st April. From 1st April, second batch at Delhi Center. Online also, you can access the course. You can join it from the website www.sunyias.com. Here, this emphasis is the super organized framework of the topics, all the economic development related topics at one place, and that too categorized. What are the taxation related reforms that had been into the current affairs, what steps had been taken by the RBI, what about the external sector, what developments over there. Similarly, the polity, the acts and amendments at all one place, the important bodies, institutions that are in the news at one place, environment classified into different species, protected areas, phenomena that had been in the news. तो इस तरीके से एक हॉलिस्टिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग के साथ आप बहुत लिमिटेड टाइम में ऑप्टिमल यूटिलाइज करते हुए कंप्लीट कर सकते हो करंट अफेयर्स. द कॉन्टेक्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग यू विल गेट along with that. The ingredient that you miss in your preparation most of the time is previous year questions. It is not just the knowledge part that is going to help you in the examination, students. It is the ability to apply that knowledge into the question paper that will help you clear the prelims examination. So that we do practice in the live class. And post class, what happens that we do the assessment. 10 to 15 questions of what we have discussed in the class. After that, you give the test papers and you'll get to understand that what is the gap between the knowledge, and after attaining the knowledge, applying that knowledge into the paper. This is the second stage that you need to understand. Despite understanding so much of concepts, इतनी सारी knowledge होने के बाद भी कभी कभी prelims कुछ points से रह जाता है. This is the objective of current affairs crash course in the offline mode. First topic, let's start. World Press Freedom Index 2023 is out. It is released by Reporters Without Borders. We all know that Reporters Without Borders, and it is very important that what had been the theme, what is India's ranking? India's ranking in comparison to their neighborhood. We are the largest democracy of the world, and how are reporters, basically the journalism, which is called as the fourth pillar of the democracy, is faring. 3rd May is celebrated as World Press Freedom Index. This year you will find that pardon, India's ranking had been down by 11 numbers, which is not good in 2023. Last year, India's rank was 150. This year, India's particularly ranking is 161. Because of that, the report said that 3 countries, the situation has gone from problematic to very bad. Number 1 is Tajikistan, number 2 India, and 3rd is Turkey. Tajikistan, India and Turkey. So India, how it had been doing in its neighborhood, क्योंकि कई statements, sweeping statements आएंगे examination में, that India had been doing in this particular index better than its neighborhood or not. Here you will find that Bhutan had been doing really good. This is the position of India right now, 161. Last year's rank also you see, it's 150. We are down by 11 rank. Sri Lanka, 135. Afghanistan, even 152. Pakistan, 150. But you will find China at 179. The reasons you understand that वहाँ पे अभी democracy जो है वो most of the democracies in an authoritarian regime. That is the problem over there. Last year's theme, 2022's theme was journalism under siege. Journalism under siege. This year's theme is shaping a future of rights. In a democracy, the people have right to know the correct information. Freedom of expression as a driver for all other human rights. Freedom of expression. The right to express the dissent against the government. Like you have seen in the electoral bond, so many cases had been there, and right now judiciary is, has uphold the decision against the electoral bonds. So you will find the freedom of expression is very important for a flourishing democracy. World Press Freedom Index 2023, India's present ranking, in comparison to its neighborhood, we must understand. And this had been the 21st edition. Theme we know. Next topic is C plus C5 summit. Dekho, particularly for this year's prelims examination, the Middle Eastern region and Central Asia, Middle East and Central Asian region become very important. You will find that the Western, US, Europe, and the Eastern, India and China, both these camps want to create an inroads into the Middle East. Then outcome, you will find that Abraham Accords that happened with Israel, I2U2, which did not work properly right now. You'll find the Israel-Hamas conflict, I2U2. Then you will find here, we term it as Asian Quad. What is Asian Quad? China, Pakistan, Iran, and Russia. They are coming close. Iran, you are getting the point. So Asian Quad, whereas India had formed Quad with US, Japan, Australia. Okay. Now you will find this particular region. This is called as Central Asian region. As a homework, what you should be doing, find the capitals of all these, 5 countries, and north to south, east to west arrangement is very important. How many of these countries are member of SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization? How many of these countries touch China? 3 countries will touch China. Not all of them are members of SCO. Getting this point? So these are the things that you have to keep in your mind. This region, what is so particular about this region? Kazakhstan is the world's largest exporter of the uranium. Therefore, this region particularly is energy rich region. Energy rich region. Here, as the expansionist policy of China continues through the Belt and Road Initiative, not just they only want to create the infrastructure, not just they only want the raw materials, but they also want market. तो यहाँ से इनको दोनों चीजें मिलेंगी, because most of the countries will find landlocked. So here, infrastructure development, Belt and Road Initiative, as well as the markets will be there for the China, and it lies directly into the neighborhood of the China, or some countries into the extended neighborhood of the China. So India also wants to have good relations with the Central Asian region. Therefore, UPSC exams, UPSC is all about, understanding what is happening at the global stage. What are the emerging, whether it be technology, emerging technologies, what is having into, emerging technologies into space, into the international relations, what are the emerging relations? So they will ask you the question, C plus C5 summit often seen in news is with respect to, is respect to the Central Asian region and China, this summit. So 5 countries from Central Asian region plus China. So it gave Xi'an Declaration. Okay. It happened in the province of China, Xi'an Declaration. There it talked about building the roadmap, exploring the cultural connect. Okay. Also, Jinping, you know, gave, the things like their cultural appreciation. Navroz Mubarak also he sent. Moreover, he talked about opening Chinese cultural centers in the Central Asia. Chinese cultural center in the Central Asia, China, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, rail link also he talked about. Therefore, it presents a little bit of competition for India to have better relations into the Central Asian region. Hiroshima artificial intelligence process. First of all, these two things are related. Understand here. Global Partnership on AI, GPAI. In 2024, India is the chair. India is the chair of GPAI. ठीक है, इंडिया चेयर है. Basically, 28 countries, including the European Union, are members of Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence. The good part about India is digital governance. Into this digital governance, through the 9 pillars, we have created a robust infrastructure. But still, where India lacks is the data security and data sovereignty. At the international platform, you will find that India is a developing country. Whereas the developed nations, from where the Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet Inc. comes, these companies want free flow of data. But India wants to secure, because volume of data is generated into India. Veracity of data is generated into India. It is just like the raw material, just like the crude oil, where the cartels can refine it and sell it as leads to different corporations. So, how do we develop a responsible artificial intelligence? That is the question. For that matter, for generating a roadmap for responsible artificial intelligence and what will be the future of work, India wants to participate into it, and India wants to have a say on the table along with the developed nations. That is the objective of it. Here, 2 points again becomes important from the science and tech part. Prime Minister showcased Airavat. It is cloud computing platform, India's best, that ranked 75th across the global ranking. Cloud computing platform. Yuva AI. These two platforms, you remember, okay, that had been showcased. Basically, it was launched by G7 countries, the developed nations, and OECD is the secretariat. OECD acts as a secretariat. What is the basic objective of it? It's a multi-stakeholder initiative which aims to bridge the gap between the theory and practice of AI by supporting cutting-edge research and applied activities on the AI-related priorities. Got the point? Human papilloma virus. In the present interim budget, the finance minister talked about Servavac. Servavac, developed by Servavac. This VAC stands for vaccine. This Serva stands for cervical cancer. Okay. Therefore, you can remember the name also. Servavac is a vaccine developed by Serum Institute of India. Serum Institute of India, that is based at Pune. Now, in India, not just India, globally, you will find that after the breast cancer, the biggest problem of cancer, particularly in the women, is about cervical cancer. And India shares 1/5 of the global burden. Therefore, this vaccine will be administered, and will be administered to which age group? These are the some nuanced things that UPSC will ask you in the question paper. They will say that the best age group will be from 25 to 45 years. The best age group will be from 15 to 20 years. The best age group for this is 9 to 14 years, write down. And particularly into it also, if you'll find 11 to 12 years. This cervical cancer is caused by a virus, that is human papilloma virus, HPV, human papilloma virus. To some extent, it is also responsible for mouth cancer. Okay, human papilloma virus eliminated. Pre-pubertarial girls are given HPV vaccination globally. Okay, so understand puberty age basically. In India, cervical cancer accounted for 9.4% of all cancers and 18% of new cases in 2020 itself. Cells of the cervix. Okay, so you will find the cervix is the opening at the uterus, particularly the lower part of the uterus that connects to the vagina. There these cells grow and human papilloma virus acts. Most common viral infection of reproductive tract, and it is sexually transmitted disease also, a sexually transmitted virus that may cause cervical cancer. Human papilloma virus. You can remember that for the examination. Now, Mumbai Trans Harbour Link Atal Setu, that is going to connect Sevri in Mumbai. Sevri is a place in Mumbai to Chirle in Navi Mumbai. ओके देखो पहले का रूट ऐसे होता था, इतना लंबा रूट होता था, ऐसे जाना पड़ता था. नाउ दिस डिस्टेंस हैज बीन रिड्यूस्ड. सम फैक्ट्स इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर दैट मैटर. मुंबई ट्रांस हार्बर लिंक और अटल सेतु भी कहते हैं इसको, ठीक है, नॉट अटल टनल. कभी कभी एग्जाम में क्या होता है, हम इतना फास्ट क्वेश्चन पढ़ रहे होते हैं दैट आई नो दिस अटल टनल, क्योंकि आपने पढ़ा है कई बार, तो वो एग्जाम में क्लिक हो जाएगा कि इट इज अटल टनल. So don't fall for that. It is Atal Setu, not Atal Tunnel. Okay, India's longest sea bridge. Got this point? Total length is 22 kilometers approx. 22 kilometers total length. Inaugurated in January. Height is 15 meter from the sea level. Only 15 meter from the sea level. 6-lane sea link. It is 6-lane sea link, and of which 16.5 kilometer is on the sea. 22 kilometer total length. Some length will be on the territorial parts also, and 16.5 kilometer over the sea. Got this point? कल्पसर प्रोजेक्ट. कल्पसर प्रोजेक्ट कहाँ पे हो रहा है? गल्फ ऑफ खंबात में. ये याद रखना है हमको. गल्फ ऑफ खंबात, गुजरात. It will be the world's largest freshwater reservoir in the sea. World's largest freshwater reservoir in the sea. You will understand, students, some problem of water scarcity is already there in the Rajasthan, in the Gujarat. Some zero water day areas are emerging in Delhi as well. In Bengaluru, Mekedatu project is there. Mekedatu project, I hope you remember. So these are the problems how we should be solving. Vision to store Gujarat's 25% of average annual surface water by 30-kilometer long dam across the Gulf of Khambat. Match the column question will come in the examination regarding Kulsar Project, Gulf of Khambat. If that much you remember, you can do that. Okay. Aladar and Kalatalav and freshwater reservoirs will be built over here. Helman River. Helman River, देखो जहाँ भी international disputes हो रहे हैं, the new trend, the change to pattern of UPSC is about asking the questions in the international relations, particularly from the places that are in the news because of some conflicts or that are causing certain problems into the environment also. Here you will find that the river, Helmand River, okay, Helmand River forms a boundary. Iran and Afghanistan are locked in a long-standing dispute over the sharing of water from the Helmand River. जैसे इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान में इंडस वाटर शेयरिंग के लिए प्रॉब्लम होती है. ओके, इंडिया एंड बांग्लादेश में 58 rivers are involved. Okay, similarly here, Helmand River, if they will ask, Iran and Afghanistan. Helmand River is Afghanistan's longest river, measuring about 1,150 kilometers in the length. Solomon Island. Solomon Island में क्या हुआ? Chinese company, you know the China's expansionist policy, 9-line policy in the East China Sea, in the South China Sea. Different islands are there: Spratly Island, Zingsha, Naksha Island, Paracel Islands. Okay, that China is claiming that these islands belongs to them. Some are being claimed by Philippines, some claimed by Brunei also. So here what happened? Chinese state company bagged multi-million-dollar contract to redevelop international port in Honiara. अब क्वेश्चन में क्या आएगा? सोलोमन आइलैंड 2-3 years से न्यूज में, बट दे विल टॉक अबाउट होनियारा. गेटिंग दिस पॉइंट? ये देखो कहां पर है. This is Oceania, this is the Solomon Islands. Papua New Guinea here, Papua New Guinea, and here you will find Solomon Islands. Polynesia, Micronesia here, there. Honiara is capital of Solomon Islands. So students, interchangeably both the new names can be used. Solomon Islands or Honiara. Here what happens that Argentina, we know that Lithium Triangle. Okay, A, B, C. Argentina, Bolivia, Chile. Argentina, Bolivia and Chile. Lithium Triangle, to give way towards electric vehicles, we need lot of lithium for the batteries, electric batteries. इसी के लिए हमने lithium को atomic minerals की list से, polity में भी we have discussed, atomic minerals की list से हटा दिया है, so that the mining rights, the leasing rights could be given to the private players as well. पहले सिर्फ state agencies इसको माइन कर सकते थे, अभी हम इसको private players को भी दे सकते हैं माइन करने के लिए. On top of that, you will find that with US, United States, Mineral Security Partnership. We are having for securing the critical mineral reserves abroad, where the Indian PSUs, CPSUs can go and mine those minerals. So a good deal about it is that Ministry of Mines to Khanij Bidesh India Limited. It's a big news. Kabil signed an agreement with Argentina's state-owned Camion. ठीक है, हमने वहां पर कैमिन के साथ एक एमओयू साइन कर लिया है, सो दैट वी कैन हैव lithium from there. India acquires 5 lithium blocks in Argentina, first ever lithium exploration and mining project undertaken by the government company in India. तो गवर्नमेंट कंपनी पहली बार अर्जेंटीना से माइन करके लाएगी. इफ दिस स्टेटमेंट इज गिवन टू यू फर्स्ट एवर, don't get shocked in the examination. Okay, so thank you guys, stay tuned, keep revising all the videos. Basically you can go and watch through all the playlist of TFR, top 50 rapid current affairs. These topics are high yielding topics for your examination. Thank you.